You're listening to the Comic Crusaders Podcast. I am your host, Al Mega, CEO of Comic Crusaders and Undercover Capes. In this show, I'm sitting down with creators from all walks of life to talk about inspiration, process, the lessons they've learned, and a whole lot more.
Wepa, what's good, Crusaders? Today, we are stepping into myth, memory, legacy, and comic destiny because I'm going to be joined by an absolute powerhouse. You heard? I mean, you've seen him command the screen, steal scenes, and bring depth to everything he touches. But today, folks, we're talking about him building worlds, bending genre, and dropping a bold mythic sci-fi epic that hits the soul just as hard as it hits the imagination. Right? So we're going to be diving deep into the upcoming book called We Who Remain. You heard? It's a jaw-dropping new project from the brilliant minds over at Shadow Crown Comics. It's a story about survival, legacy, identity, and what's left when the dust of history finally settles. Yeah, because this ain't just comics, baby. This is cinema on the page. This is mythology with receipts. This is art with something to say. So welcome to the Comic Crusaders, to the one, the only, the big boss himself, Osy Ikhile. How you doing, brother?
Hey, my sound's gone again, bro.
Don't
Oh
tell
no, it's
me
back, it's
that.
back, it's back, it's back, it's back. Here we go.
Thank God. I hope you heard the epic
Oh no,
intro.
it's gone
Welcome to
again.
the show. It is in and out,
Man,
folks. This is technology. Don't tell me that. Did you
man.
charge your headsets?
I heard you for a second and then you disappeared.
Did you charge your headset, sir?
I can't hear you. Should I go out and come in again?
Yes, please.
Okay, yeah.
We're gonna do that. Listen, we gotta have this conversation. I read issue 1. It's not out yet, folks. Ooh, I got a tease, right? I'm halfway through issue 2, and yeah, the art, the storyline, the world building that my man is doing over here is definitely something very cool and unique. This book is going to be available through Global Comics. Let me show you this link real quick over here. All right, so hold on. Hopefully now he hears me. Wepa! Oh, tell me you hear me.
I can hear you. We're
For
good.
now.
We're good. Yeah.
All right. You know what? Let's make this happen real quick, man. Just in case we lose it. So welcome to the show, brother. I appreciate you hanging out. Future star over here. Legend and acting. Well, future star right here in the comic book world, baby. Let's get it done.
Thank
So,
you. Appreciate that.
we love our little geeky origin stories. So, where you OG from, and what's the first thing in all of fandom that you ever fell in love with personally?
Oh, that's a good question, man. Well, I'm from London. I relocated to Los Angeles in 2024, October. And the first thing that I fell in love with comic book was probably Spider-Man. Yeah. There was
Okay.
when the first Ultimate Comics kind of run like came out, like the magazines, or the issues. I can't remember how long ago it was. It must have been like I must have been like 11 or 12, I think, when those books came out, the original Ultimate Comics run. And I just loved them. I loved those. And then I started reading a lot of X-Men, and that was for me was just like I fell in love with those characters. So it started with Spider-Man, which led me to X-Men, and those were the ones that I like
But how did you
loved.
find those? But how did you find the X-Men comics? So did you have family? Did you have a local
Oh no,
shop?
these are it was the cartoons, man. It was the
Oh, the
cartoons.
truth.
Cause like
Okay.
like I might not look it, but I'm a little bit on the older side. So when I was watching the cartoons, you had to be there at a certain time in the morning. And if you missed it, then you had to wait till the next week, basically. So for me, like I loved like X-Men Evolution, the original 90s X-Men cartoon, and the original 90s Spider-Man cartoon. So in that in-between time, waiting for the Saturday mornings to come back, I'd be like, I need more of these, I need more of this. So I go to like a newsagent's. Not, I didn't go to a comic book at first, but I went to a newsagent's because they used to have all the magazines and they used to have the comic books as well. And then when I got older, I used to go to this place called Forbidden Planet in London,
Okay.
which is like a
Okay.
really big comic book store in the UK. And that was kind of like my entry point. And I used to just love just like going there and reading in the store. Like I
Yeah,
mean,
nice.
I don't know if it's frowned upon or not, but like I used to read in the
Oh,
store and then
it definitely is. So long as you buy a couple, you know what I mean.
yeah,
At
yeah,
least.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. But that's kind of how I started, man. So it's definitely the cartoons and going to Forbidden Planet and stuff for sure.
And we have a Forbidden Planet in New York on 14th Street.
Oh, for real? I was in New York over Christmas. I went to Midtown to
Really?
pick up
Oh man.
yeah, I went to
Which
Midtown
Midtown?
in
Which one?
the one in the financial district.
Okay, so you went downtown. So had you got just a little bit further up?
Yeah, that's the bigger one, right?
Well,
Is it bigger?
well, it is big, but I think that the Midtown one, the one in 40th Street, is bigger, and then they got
Okay.
the East Side one on Lexington, which I like because it's less foot traffic and it's like more
Okay.
organized, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But then Forbidden, they had. I remember when I grew up, it used to be on the corner. And
Mm.
then they sold the location or moved. But I loved it there because I had a basement that had nothing but 50-cent books. I mean, the whole basement. You
Okay.
understand me? The,
Nice.
the,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
whole basement is
yeah.
insane. So
Yeah.
now they got a new location that had moved. Well, new to me, it's still cool. It's still got the same vibe. It's still Forbidden. You definitely
Mm.
should check it out. I'm sorry you
I
didn't get
will
to
next
check
next
that out.
summer. Next summer, I didn't know that. I thought it was a UK thing, so I didn't
Yeah,
even know
man,
that
we
they were
got
global like that.
yeah,
I'll check
we
them out next
got.
time I'm in New York for sure.
All right, so now let's talk about this because you acted in massive worlds, right? Now, what scared you more? Is this stepping on set or creating a universe from scratch like we're doing here in Comic Books?
I think you know what? It's kind of it's a weird answer. Like definitely like being on set when I first started out acting, that was a lot scarier for sure. Just because there's so many like as a new actor when I started out, this was when I was like 19, so almost 20 years ago. Um like there was this air of like I don't want to do a bad job. I don't want to let the project down. I don't want to be like a weak link or whatever. So there's that kind of like imposter syndrome that's really really terrifying. Um Making this comic book and creating this world for me is not it's not as scary because from the jump I wanted to write something that I liked and that was it. Like as long as I liked it, I was happy. So
Yeah.
when it comes to now releasing it, there isn't as much fear in like, oh, will other people like it? It's more a case of like, this is my baby. I'm sharing it with the world. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, oh well, because I love this world that I've created. And
Yeah.
there's something exciting about the world building and just drawing from all these different places of inspiration that I love, like sci-fi, horror, fantasy, and just like putting it together and creating this story, this universe. And for me, it's more excitement than fear. And I think they are the same feeling. It's just perspective, right?
Yeah,
You know.
absolutely. Yep, yep.
So
And
yeah,
your
it's more
energy
excitement.
right now your energy right here shows, folks. You see that passion he just showed there, just talking about it. This is why you
Appreciate
will
that, man.
fall in love with it. Because again, it's like cooking, right? They say that when you pour your heart into cooking, you taste it. The food tastes better. So
Mm.
it's just like this in a comic book when a creator puts their soul, their fun energy, like you really believe, like yo, this is the bomb right here. I mean,
Yo,
that's the sazon, baby. We got to make it happen, baby.
I'll take that. I'll take that. I am there. There is a lot of love that went into this, and I'm excited. I'm very excited. Like the story
Well,
goes so much further than these first
oh,
three
really?
issues.
Oh, you're
Yeah, man.
murdering me already because I read the
Yo,
first issue. Thank you.
I- I've been cooking, bro. I've been
Oh, you are.
cooking. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
you
yeah.
cooking, but you stewing, bro. All right, now, be honest. Did this story kind of start as a what if dream, or was it one of those 3 a.m. ideas that just literally refused to sleep? You had to get up and like I had to do this.
Okay. All right. So like the way that this started, I'm gonna give you the long version of this. Medium long version. So during COVID, I'm an outside guy, right? I like skateboarding. I just started snowboarding. I like being active, right?
Yeah.
During COVID, And I watch a lot of horror movies. So when COVID happened, I was like, okay, this is the zombie apocalypse. This is happening now. I'm not leaving. I know what to do. I'm going to keep my black ass in my house because I'm not trying to catch nothing, right? And I got really like, it's not cabin fever, but I got really anxious about just being inside. I needed to express something. So I put myself through a YouTube art school. And I just fell in love with drawing and creating these characters. I love drawing people and these ideas. Um, when COVID kind of like let up a little bit, those I still drew, but a lot of the characters that I created just kind of like just sat there. I didn't really want to do anything with them. I was more just drawing for myself. Now, flash forward to last year, summertime. I just finished season 7 of All American, which is a TV show that I came over here to shoot. And
Okay.
I had about 3, 4 months of downtime. And I started writing. I was writing pilots, I was writing short films. And it got to the point where I was like, okay, I want to try and exercise. What if I could write something, a TV show or a pilot that had no budgetary restrictions, no location restrictions? Let me write something as if somebody just gave me like all the money in the world and I could just go crazy with my imagination. Um, so with that exercise in mind, I went back to all of my character art pieces and I stumbled upon something that I drew, and it was originally called The Grateful Eight. This wasn't like a full story fledged, but I'd drawn out these 8 characters and I thought, oh, you know what? Let me see if I can create a story around these characters. So Di didn't really change much. Jade changed. This is one of these are the characters in the comic. Jade changed a little bit. Sable, I merged 2 characters to create Sable. Amari didn't really change much, and Cynthia didn't really change much, and Dante didn't really change much. So I just put all these characters that I kind of drew for this Grateful Eight kind of like fake comic book cover, and I put them into this world, and I just started writing. I just started writing it as a pilot episode, and they were all kind of like these individual lost people who didn't really have family or friends, but they had a commonality in their trauma, in their loss. And then when I finished the pilot, I just looked at it and I was like, I love this. I love this a lot, and I don't want it to just be an exercise. I want it to be something more. So I went back to the drawing board and I was like, how can I create this? How can I make this more than just a script? So I thought I could do an audio book, but then I thought, no, there's something about the artistry that I love and I think
Yeah.
is beautiful. I thought, maybe I could draw it myself. And then I humbled myself and I was like, I just learned how to draw during
Yes,
COVID. I know, like I read comics. I know I'm not good enough to draw my own comic book.
My brother, you would have whiter hair than me right now. How you tried that?
You know what I mean? I'd still be on page 2 right now if I tried to draw that myself. So a friend of mine from back home in London, we used to train Muay Thai together. He was posting on his Instagram that he started like writing his own comic book. So I reached out to him and I was like, yo, look, I love your artwork. The comic looks fun. I'd love to collaborate. And he said that he didn't draw it, that he hired somebody. And I was like, okay, cool. Could you, link me up with dude? Like, I want to talk to him about a comic book idea that I got. And I'm thankful for him because he put me in contact with Mark Marvida in the Philippines, and we got to talking, and he loved the idea, so I hired him on the spot. He sent me some.
Oh, wow.
I sent him my character designs. He turned them into his own style, and I was just like, yeah, cool. This is the quality that I am used to seeing when I read comic books, and this is the quality that I'd like for my story to come to life. And that's kind of how it all started. And me and him started working on this in June of last year.
Wow.
And that's pretty much it. Now he's about to finish issue 3.
No.
And issue 1 to 3 is going to be part 1. And yeah, now we're waiting for the launch to give it to the world, I guess.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah. So basically I'm being teased because the folks that do have number 1, it's dope. Yeah, it gets you into it definitely leaves you curious. And then as you expound upon the story, which too, like, oh, okay. And then now I'm gonna be stuck waiting. Oh my God. I tortured myself, folks. That was a
Uh,
bad move on my part. I should have taken it slow. Now, this book feels ancient and futuristic at the same time. Now, any myths, histories, or lived experience that maybe you fed into it?
I think in the world building sense, I've never experienced something as futuristic. And let me say it like this. Basically, when it comes to the world building, I wanted to create something that, again, drawing from the things that I love in fiction, in horror, fantasy, sci-fi. So the world that We Who Remain lives in, and most of the Shadow Crown stories that are going to be coming further down the line, is split into the Core Lands and the Hollow Wilds. So the Hollow Wilds is both of these places are built out of a great war, which will be explained way, way, way down the line. But humanity is basically split into two factions: Hollow Wilds and Core Lands. Core Lands are they embrace technology and futuristic tech and being one with technology. And the Hollow Wilds, they go inwards and they focus more on the spirit and magic and ritualistic kind of things. And both
Oh,
of those, so they live in a like this post-apocalyptic being one with the land that is given to them, and then we have the people who want to build with tech and sci-fi and stuff. So that's why it feels very ancient and futuristic, because even though they're in the same timeline, they just have two very different visions of how human beings should survive in the world, basically. So we got all like the witches and the werewolves and then the vampires on one side, and then we got all the cyborgs and the cyberpunk-esque kind of people on the other side. And I just wanted to blend those worlds together,
okay,
basically,
I'm
because
digging it.
I love both of that stuff. So I'm just like, yeah, let me throw it back both in there.
Hey, absolutely. Come on, hell yeah. Give me all the dread you could give me. Give me all that post-apocalyptic. Preppers,
Yeah, man.
preppers. Come on, man. I'm telling you, when that happens, my generation gonna survive if it happens now.
Oh
Right?
yeah, I like the comfort life, man. I'll survive as long as I can, but I don't know. I like hot showers, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
All right. Now, what's harder, memorizing dialogue or deciding what survives when a civilization falls apart?
That's a good question. I think deciding what survives is harder because like your mind is a muscle, you know. So when it comes to memorizing lines, I'm good. I've been doing it for a long time.
All
But
right.
yeah, like when you got to decide what happens in this world and stuff, and making those choices, that took a bit of time. Yeah, to like come to a decision that I was happy with. So I'd say that for sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, Osy, which character in this world scared you the most to write and why?
Scared me the most to write.
It's probably,
Hmm.
it has the most of you in it. You didn't even realize it.
Yeah. I think it was Die. Die is the only black guy on the team. I am an actor, so selfishly, I did write him a little bit older than myself, because if the day ever comes that this is that successful,
Plan ahead,
and
plan
so,
ahead.
you know what I mean? Like, and somebody wants to turn this into a
My
TV
man.
show, I'm like, yo, first of all, I'm definitely going to exec produce this shit, and then I'm
Look,
playing Die.
I,
Like,
I have
we
self-casting as the only black.
exactly, yeah, yeah, yeah,
And we're talking
100%.
about it. Yeah, since you're talking about, again. So I saw the cover off before the cover, dope. That cover, that coloring. I mean, the homie does the coloring too. Is he like the full package, or do you have a separate
So,
team when it comes to coloring and lettering and
right.
whatnot?
Right. The whole art team is Mark Marvita and his brother Marvin Marvita. So it's the Marvita brothers. Mark does the
Right.
pencils and the inks and the letters, and then Marvin does all the colors
Okay.
after that. Yeah.
Oh, great
And I
job.
we worked really hard on this cover as well. Like I wanted to showcase like the team before they transform, because the first three issues is called the Light Trials, and they all go through this kind of like transformation where they become something greater than they are. The inner greatness within them is kind of like revealed and embraced. So they all
Mm.
this is the only time you're gonna see them like this. And then over the next two issues, they're all gonna look a lot more like heroic, basically. They look pretty dope now, though. I'm not gonna lie, but
Oh, they
Yeah.
definitely do. I mean, no,
And then
I love it. It looked great.
I love like we really wanted to work on how we could show like the good and the bad, like the entities that are kind of like controlling things behind the scenes.
Okay.
So below the title you can see the two lights that are like eyes,
Yeah.
and then on the bottom you can see a face in the shadows,
Yeah. I actually
which is
just
kind of like
noticed that as you were saying that.
yeah,
I just
yeah.
noticed. I see that's a
I
demon.
wanted it to be subtle, like yeah, yeah.
I just noticed as you're saying that. I'm like, wait a minute. Oh shit, there's a demon there. That's
Yeah.
cool.
So I'm really happy with that. And then what he's done on issues 2 and 3, the covers for those are
Yeah,
amazing
man.
too.
Man,
Yeah.
just look at the art, folks. There's some shit that you see, just in those premiere books, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Look at
They
this.
they killed it, man. That's what like when I saw the examples of his work, I was like, yo, I need to work with this guy to bring this to life. And he's done a great job.
Look,
Really good job.
and folks, I've been showing it off. So it's going to be available on Global Comics below. And that you see right there, that QR code. Go ahead, grab up your phone, your tablet, snap a picture, take it straight over there to Global Comics. You get ready to pick up that bad boy. And of course, you heard him. He was talking about Shadow Crown Comics. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Everything right there on the socials, right there, Shadow Crown Comics. Right? That's what it is. Now, oops, where we going over here? Don't you love when technology turns against you, OC? All right. Yeah, man. So this isn't surface level sci-fi, right? Now, what question were you really asking the reader underneath the spectacle that you're presenting here?
Who are you when you've lost everything?
Ooh, he knew
Are
the answer.
you
Right
are
there.
you oh no, is it gone?
No, I'm saying I love it. That the way
Oh,
you
oh, oh,
answer
right,
that,
right.
wonderful. You knew
Yeah.
that.
Who are you when you've lost everything? And what is family to you? Is it the people that you choose, or is it blood? Like I really wanted to make people question that, because the way I've grown up, and I wanted to put myself, like, I only write from what I kind of feel and what I believe in. And for me, like, the family you choose is almost more important, because they don't have a blood tie to you. They don't have to be loyal to you. They don't have to defend your honor, or, like, you know what I mean? Like, the family that you choose are almost more important, because they're the ones that have a choice to leave. Your blood family, that they don't really like have a choice. Like, your brother's going to be your brother, your mom's going to be your mom, no matter what. But the family that you choose, especially if you have nothing left, can be everything to you. So if you're living in a world where you feel alone, and that's sometimes crippling, is like, do you have the capacity to let somebody else in that truly wants to be there, you know
Mm,
and
mm,
the how can I say it, the potential, not being afraid of your own potential as well, because I used to, and I still do sometimes, but not as much as I used to, suffer from like imposter syndrome, and not feeling like I'm good enough. Like, when you're in the
yeah.
arts, that's just something that's constant, and I wanted to make some kind of metaphor for that as well and put it on the page. So I really just want people to just look inside themselves, and question, like, who am I really? Like, what am I afraid of becoming? And who have I really got in my corner?
Excellent. And folks, just want to say, mention, look at the beauty of this page. The movement is eye candy, the lettering and all, and the panels. I'm a big panel guy. I love, and I love that it's kind of without throughout the book. You guys really play with the panels and make it like
Yeah,
visual candy for the eye
yeah,
to really move around the page. It's really dope. I mean, did you do that intentionally?
yeah, yeah. Like, me and Mark, we go back and forth. He'll do the rough sketch first, and I'll have to go back into the script and change things around if I feel like it's too bland or too simple, and if the energy doesn't feel right for the scene, I'm like,
Yeah,
okay, let's switch this up. Let's take remove some text here, let's add some text here, let's change the way that she's attacking here. Like, I want more gore here, I want more blood here.
yeah,
And Mark's great with it too. He'll ask me, like, these, I'm not going to spoil it, but these particular people that this particular person is fighting, what happens when they die? Is it blood? Is it smoke, like what's going on, and that kind of
Yeah.
conversation really adds to the level of detail that we're going into with this.
Because again, look, another a perfect example of what I mean. I mean, look at that just the middle sequence, but you see energy, and you see it just not just in the sequence of the action of the art, but the colors convey the energy that we're about to go through. Again,
Mm,
you got some good ass team right there, brother. Quite
yeah,
fine.
I'm glad you picked up on the colors too, because
Yeah, man.
the color language throughout the next issues 2 and 3 is really important because the light trials are very much
Mm,
a cerebral kind of thing. It's very real, but it's also very cerebral. Like they go into this. I'm not going to spoil it. You'll see. But the
yeah.
colors are very important as well. It speaks to
Uh,
the story.
I mean, look at the sequence, folks. This is what you guys are going to be in store for. You heard? And again, you got that QR code right above, homie, right there. That's what you got to do. Go ahead and snap away right now. Line up, get your copy. I mean, this is going to be the book right there. So you get your copy of Global Comics, right? Like, subscribe, hit that bell, support this book today. Shadow Crown Comics is a social. You know what I mean? So you're talking about, you mentioned Shadow Crown, right? Talk to me about that a bit. I mean, how far deep are we going to go into the universe of Shadow Crown? Is it a spin-off
Okay.
of this book, or are we doing different things, or maybe tie in? Like, what are we doing?
Okay. So it's hard to say where the name came from without spoiling the end of this particular run.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh,
We Who
okay.
Remain, like part one is issues 1 to 3, the light trials, and then issues 4 to 7 is kind of like the part two of this particular story. And Shadow Crown, how can I say this? Shadow Crown is very important to this whole universe and to where we're gonna
Okay.
go after this story is completed, basically. So
Okay.
just yeah, remember the name, and look out for who Shadow Crown is. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Love it.
yeah.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
And then you went, here I see independent route, right? Not
Yeah.
you didn't even crowdfund this, right? You went straight
No,
ahead,
no,
create and
no.
publish.
Yeah, I didn't
Right.
want to wait, man. I'm pretty
He
impatient
said
when it
he
comes
said I
to
ain't
creating
want
stuff, man.
I was about to ask you
You
that
know?
next. Why not? I ain't want to wait. Fuck
I
that.
didn't want to
Love
wait, man. And also, like,
it.
again, I wanted to make this for myself. Like, I wanted something that, like, I
That's cool.
like. I would sit down and read, and I enjoy. And I hope to find like-minded individuals. If they vibe with it, dope. If they don't, oh well. But I feel like if I went the crowdfunding way, then maybe I'd have to answer to too many cooks in the kitchen. I don't know. I've never crowdfunded before, but I just thought that that might be something. But I wanted to cook in silence and then just be like, "Yo, I got this book. What do you think?" So that's why I went the private route, self-publish.
That's why my mother always kicked me out the kitchen. I get the hell out of here. Leave me alone. I get it. I get when masters are at work. Let them cook. Let them
Let
cook.
me cook.
I
Yeah.
get it. I get it. Um, you mastered multiple disciplines, though, right? Like, what did comics allow you to express that maybe acting hasn't?
Complete and utter creative control. Complete creative control. Complete freedom of my imagination, and the stories that I wanted to tell. As an actor, for me, at this stage in my career, I am very much just playing characters that I get the chance to play. I don't
Okay.
really have a great choice. It's my bread and butter. It's how I pay my bills. It's how I make a living. But I audition. If I book it, I do the job. If I don't book it, then I don't do the job. I can't be like, oh, I want to be Cyborg in James Gunn's DC universe. I can't just call James Gunn and be like, I want to be Cyborg. I don't have that kind of control. So I just wanted to the freedom of creation and imagination that goes into making this comic book is something I don't have in my acting career, fully. I do have agency over my characters when I get booked, but I can't choose what the story is going to be. I'm just there to be a part of the grander grander storytelling machine, basically.
And if I was to book you for a DC movie, I pick you to be Hardware from Milestone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I like that.
I think you carry that aesthetic. I think you
Yeah.
can handle that.
I'll take that.
Yeah,
I'll take that. Look, if
yeah.
Milestone, if these, because I've been paying attention, right? I don't know if James, like, especially with the whole Netflix buying DC stuff, I don't know how long James Gunn's going to be around. And also, I don't know if they're going to be doing Milestone in DC studios right now.
Yeah,
I
well,
don't
they're
know.
doing a new comic book, the new history of DC, and they're going to be talking about the Dakota incident, which is all about Milestone. It's a new
Milestone,
comic book. Check it
yeah.
out.
Static
Coming out.
Shock,
It's
Icon,
Joe
yeah.
Illich. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you know that Static Shock is now part of the new Teen Titans.
I saw that. I saw that. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's like about
interesting.
time.
That's
It's
really interesting.
like, yo, man, listen, DC has had their Miles Morales in front of their hands for years,
Yeah, yeah, facts,
and they
facts.
never capitalized on it. Come on, Static,
I honestly, I feel like they've
cartoon,
done Static so like
dirty.
they've
He
just
had
been
one of the
sit.
dopest cartoons, bro. You know,
Yo,
right?
that was so lit. Like we should have had a live action Static Shock from
Long time ago.
like the times when it was all the Arrowverse on the CW and stuff, and they
Yeah,
dominate. DC was dominating TV then. That was when they should have introduced Static Shock. That would have been.
yeah,
They had Black Lightning.
yeah.
That would have been an easy segue to just like throw in a little Static Shock in there.
Yeah, but we got Black Lightning like the Carlitos way type, you know, when he was on his way out trying to retire because he had them
Yeah, the
kids, you
older
know.
dude. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I mean, I enjoyed it though. Again, not often
yeah,
we get, minority superheroes on TV.
yeah.
So,
Facts, facts. Did you see the
it
new
was
Wonder
nice.
Man?
No, I haven't. It's on deck.
Ah,
I got all of them ready to go. One of my
yeah.
friends just DM'd me. He's like, yo, bro, you got to watch this show. It's actually
Yo,
really
you,
interesting.
bro, like for some, like I watch all the Marvel stuff anyway, but this for me, especially as an actor and a comic book fan, yo, this series is goated, man. And you don't go back and forth. Just binge the whole thing. Like
Gotcha.
sit down. It's a 3 hour movie. If you sit down, they're only 30-minute episodes. You're gonna have
Okay.
a good time, man. You have a
Oh,
really
I
good
can't
time.
wait. I definitely, yeah, I'm gonna be digging in. But right after I finish reading the second issue of We Who Remain first, because
Oh,
this
see.
takes priority. This takes priority right now, son. You know what I
I
mean? Come
feel
on
you.
now.
I feel you. I
You
feel you.
know? All right. So when all is said and done, right? What does who We Who Remain represent in your life's creative arc?
Uh We Who Remain represents me not waiting for permission to create. Yeah.
Right by no
Right
permission. Yeah.
now, right now in my life, um, I've been auditioning and working on jobs for years. I've like half-heartedly written stuff with no intention of creating them or bringing them to fruition. We Who Remain represents me saying, no, I'm done with the half-hearted stuff. I'm gonna go full throttle. I'm gonna invest hard-earned money into making this thing the best it can be and putting it out into the world. So yeah, yeah, it represents me no longer waiting to create something amazing.
You heard this, folks? Yeah, this is power, baby, power. Now, I need you to finish this sentence for me. All right.
Okay.
We Who Remain exist because
Okay. We Who Remain exists because, oh, damn. Man, I wish I just had something loaded, boy. That's a good one. Um,
you're prepped for the next one now. I got
yeah, I
you
know,
prepped.
right? We Who Remain exist because if I wasn't gonna make it, it wasn't gonna happen.
There you go. Who would? All right.
Yeah,
Oh, you. It's
exactly.
your story. All right. But, and who needs this story right now?
People who feel like they have, who needs a story right now? People who feel like they don't have a place, the outcasts, the outsiders, the people who feel like they haven't been seen or they're not being seen. Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
There we
those
go.
people,
Love it. And
the
now
outcasts.
we're talking about how this baby is dropping over here on Global Comics, right? You said it was in March. March what?
March 4th.
You hear this, folks? You better line up. That is basically a month away. Right? The links below. The QR code is above. There's no excuse. You know what I mean? You have a month to save $3, $5, whatever. You know what I mean? You got a month. You know what I mean? Go without coffee for a day. It's okay. This book will wake you up. It's dope. You know what I mean? You got to get the whole franchise. So we get arc 1, then we're gonna get arc 2. Like you said, that this story is gonna go for a bit. You know, got this. You know, just my last 2 questions. Like, how many issues will you say you already have built up in your mind?
In my mind, I got the whole full arc 1 and arc 2 ready to go. I'm still like I have the outline. I still need to write 4, 5, 6, and 7, but 1's done, 2's done, 3's done. Mark Vida is working on issue 3, so issue 2 is ready to go. Maybe a month or 2 after issue 1 comes out, and then we'll see about arc 2. Hopefully everything will be done and the full volume will be ready by the end of the year.
Excellent. Now, since I know this is an indie project, I mean, are you going to be doing any tours, anything like signings anywhere? You know, is that part of what you want to do?
That'd definitely be dope, and I think that's not something that I'm willing to do if the feedback isn't great. I'm not about to rock out, you know. Like, if the feedback and if the people want it, then I'm open to it. But if it turns out that like nobody wants to come and see it, I'm not gonna be sitting there like Barnes and Noble or something, and there's just like 2 people like
you're making paper planes and shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, I'd be open to it. I've always wanted to go to San Diego Comic Con. I've only ever been to the ones in the UK, so if I could go there for the first time with a project of my own, that would be a dream come true too. So I'm open to it. Yeah,
man, you should definitely take that John to Thought Bubble. Thought Bubble over there in the UK is pretty nice. You know, a nice little place to take some printed copies and test the waters, if you will.
Yeah, that's a good call, man. I might look into that. Yeah,
I'm saying, bro, come on, man. Just to kind of mingle and test the water. That's all. But you know, and again, it's industry, so you never know who you meet there on top of it. You know what I mean?
True. It's definitely up there, man. I'm gonna see how the release goes and then take it from there.
I'm excited. Well, I'm excited because I personally think there's a beautiful looking book.
I appreciate that,
man. For real. I enjoyed reading it. Again, I like to read the books right before the podcast and have it fresh in my brain. And let me tell you, I really enjoyed it. And I'm kind of, I keep looking to my side because like, oof, that page looks so dope. I can't wait to get into it right now. See what's going on over here with homie. Something just happened in issue 2, and like, oh man, like what's going on? I got why did this just happen? So hopefully I get some answers right now and a whole bunch more. But folks, again, please, Global Comics, it's right there. Show the love. But most importantly, this universe is building. So start supporting this bad boy. Tell your friends. It's Shadow Crown Comics. Everything in the notes below. Hit up that QR code. That's what we gotta do, all right? Crusaders, that's how stories evolve. This is how myth is reborn. This is what happens when a creator bets on vision over comfort. You heard? So if you love both sci-fi, deep mythology, legacy, storytelling, and creators who swing for the fences, then support We Who Remain right now. I need you to back it, share it. I need you to champion it. You heard? Because stories like this don't just entertain. They remind us who we are, right, OC?
That's right. That's right. I was about to swear, my bad.
You can swear all you want, bro. That's right.
That's fucking right. Yeah.
That's right, man. I say, hold on. And we choose to be when everything else is gone. That's how we are. We're the big bosses. This is it. It's OC. It's Omega Comic Crew. Hasta la próxima, mi gente. Wepa!
Thank you for listening to the Comic Crusaders Podcast. If you like the content, please subscribe and turn on notifications. Also, please visit comiccrusaders.shop and our extended podcast family over at undercovercapes.com. And also, make sure to download the Comic Crusaders app on the Google Play Store today.